guys, it's Andrea from the blog Pen and Prospect Home, and today I want to share my Christmas kitchen with you guys. I have it all decorated for the holidays and I love the way it turned out this year. I like to keep my kitchen very minimal when it comes to Christmas decor just because we do a lot of baking and a lot of cooking in here during the holidays. And so this kitchen really is just, it's the heart of our home. It's where we spend so much time. At least it's where I spend most of my time, and I'm cleaning it constantly. And so keeping it clutter-free and more simple is the way to go. So whenever I'm looking to start decorating the kitchen for Christmas, rather than filling up my countertops with different knickknacks and decor, I like to look up. Where can I add Christmas decor up high rather than all over my counters so that I can keep things a little less cluttered? And the first place, there are many options actually. You could do decor above your cupboards, above your fridge, but the first place I like to focus on are my windows. And I have a window at the back of my kitchen on that stone wall that we added right when you walk in. It's kind of the first thing that you see as you enter our galley style kitchen. And so I like to focus on that first. And this year I took a cedar garland that I got last year at Target. They no longer make them, sadly. I searched and searched, and I wrapped that around a eucalyptus garland that I've had for years. And the two of them together looked really thick and beautiful and more substantial. And I added some twinkle battery lights to that garland, tied some ribbon to one side, and I think it looks beautiful at the back of my kitchen, and it really adds that, I don't know, that holiday Christmas feel as soon as you walk in the kitchen and you see that beautiful greenery against the stone. Unfortunately, I didn't have a eucalyptus or cedar garland that matched those for this window right here above the sink, but I wanted to do something similar. So I took a bunch of fresh cedar that I went and clipped, and this is such a great budget-friendly tip. If you can get a hold of some fresh greens for the holidays, I think that they can save you so much money. I love bringing in fresh cedar, fresh pine, using it outdoors to decorate my porch as well as indoors. I soak mine for as long as I possibly can. Usually 24 hours is best in the tub, so it'll last a little bit longer. And really, it does stay for me all throughout December, and it's definitely crispy and crunchy by the time January rolls around, but as long as you don't touch it, it seems to be okay. So I just try not to touch it, try not to play with it, and it usually stays green and looks just fine. So I took a bunch of cedar and I gathered it together, and I added some eucalyptus sprigs, some faux eucalyptus stems that I had, and tied them all together and made this beautiful like swag, if you will. And I tied it above my kitchen window with some beautiful ribbon hanging down, and I love the way it looks this year above our beautiful sink and faucet that we got earlier this spring. The real cedar just adds this old-fashioned feel to my Christmas decor, and I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. And so those are the two spots that I focused on first when I decorated my kitchen. I do have some decor sitting out on my countertop, some stoneware bowls, some cutting boards, things that I really love and I just want to put them on display, but I tend to keep them sort of grouped together. As you see behind me against our fridge, I have a little vignette there. I actually got a new piece from my grandfather, this beautiful blue and white. I believe it was used to hold salt, I think my mom told me. And I just loved it there. Eventually I would love to somehow hide my fridge. That's probably gonna be a project for next year. I keep hinting hinting to my husband. Just like we covered our dishwasher with wood. I love the way our dishwasher turned out. It looks like a piece of furniture in here, and I would love to do something similar to our fridge eventually, and maybe hang that blue and white, that beautiful blue and white piece up off the counter, but for now it looks really pretty sitting there with all of my other stoneware bowls and rolling pins. You don't have to go crazy with Christmas decor. Honestly, sticking a sprig of cedar here and there adds the perfect Christmas touch, and I think it's just all you need to bring in that holiday feel. We have been drinking hot cocoa non-stop around here. I'm telling you, it's so easy to whip up. And I meant to share my recipe in my hot cocoa bar post, but you guys, I just eyeball it. I throw in probably around a quarter cup of cocoa powder, and equal to that, I will do some organic cane sugar, which I know is still sugar is sugar. It's not the best for you. You could use honey or maple syrup if you wanted to be even more healthy. But I add a tablespoon of water, bring that to a boil until the sugar is all incorporated into the cocoa, and then I'll add like 3 to 4 cups of milk. And we've used almond milk, we've used regular milk. It's delicious. Throw in a dash of salt, some vanilla. It's really just something I whip up now. I don't even follow a recipe. It's always delicious. It's so rich. It's so good. And we've had hot cocoa probably a dozen times already this year. And so I just thought, I'm gonna leave all of our little cups and saucers out here on the counter instead of putting them back into my corner cabinet. And I love the way they look. I love the blue and white at Christmas time with the little touches of greenery. I think it's so lovely. And so, again, there's something about the cedar tucked here and there that just gives it this old-fashioned feel, and I love it. And so I left those cups out on the counter this Christmas, and I actually just put them up on a little marble cake stand that I made, actually. I'm gonna put the card for that. Those are 2 thrift store finds, the pedestal and the piece of marble. I glued them together if you want to check that project out. But yeah, it just keeps everything off the counter, which I love. If I can keep things off the counter so I can clean easily, it makes things so much easier during the holidays. There's really only a few more touches that I added to the kitchen this year. One of the things that I also was able to take from my grandfather's was this beautiful white ironstone bowl. It's so beautiful. And I put a little $5 Christmas tree in it from Target that I got at the dollar spot. And I sort of bent down the branches to make it look sort of sparse and sort of like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And I stuck that in the bowl with a little bit of Kraft, oh my goodness, like that grassy stuff. I just happen to have some that I got at the thrift store once. It comes in handy all the time for filler if I'm putting a basket together for someone or if I'm doing a craft with the kids. Anyways, I have a couple bags of it, and I stuck that in around the base of the tree, and I think it looks so pretty on the counter this year for Christmas. On my chalkboard this year, I hung a beautiful cedar wreath with some juniper berries. That was a thrift store find as well. Brand new from Target, still had the Target tags, but I snatched it up at Goodwill. I think it was like $8, which compared to the brand new wreaths, which run anywhere from $25 to $35, I thought that was a great price. So I grabbed that like this summer, I think. And that's something that I try to be better about. I used to avoid, purchasing holiday decor in the summertime or the spring or even after Christmas. You're kind of thinking, I'm packing everything up. I don't want to spend money on Christmas decor when that's a year away. But it's so smart to snatch those things up when you see them, because a year from now, when you get your Christmas decor out, you're going to be thanking yourself and saying, thank you. I'm so glad that I got these things when they were on clearance. So anyways, I hung that beautiful wreath up on my chalkboard and just kept my chalkboard simple and clean. Last year we did a Christmas countdown, but I'm doing something different with the boys this year. We made these little books this year, today actually, that I'm really excited about. But I just kept it simple. I may, sometimes if I am trying to focus on a verse with the boys, I'll write that out. Or if I think of something that I need from the grocery store, I'll write that on the chalkboard. But for right now, it's just blank. And then I mentioned in my dining room, my Christmas dining room video, that I was able to take this beautiful butcher block from my grandfather as well. And for those of you that are new to my channel, by the way, I should have mentioned my grandfather passed away over a month ago now. And he had a beautiful collection, beautiful collection of antiques. I have a tour of his house on my Instagram page, saved in my highlights. You can check it out if you're interested. Just a tour that I did last summer, actually. Not even thinking that we would only have him for another year, and I don't want to get emotional. But I just did that tour one day. We stopped by to say hello and I thought, oh, I should show you guys my grandfather's house. It's so beautiful. So anyways, I saved it to my highlights if you want to look at it. But he just had a beautiful, beautiful collection, and my mom and I have slowly been going through his things, and I want to take everything. I wish I could take everything, but this is one of the things. I don't know if it'll stay here in the kitchen. I love it. We are trying to finish our basement, so if I decide it's just too much in this space, I can always move it down to the basement once we have, we're gonna have like a little kitchen laundry area down there that I think it could be really beautiful down there as well. But for now, I'm leaving it here. And I just put a little scoop on there for now with some greenery. Of course, if we have family over, it could be used to, you know, hold crackers and cheese. It's not very large, but it could definitely be used for extra counter space if I wanted to use it for that. Well guys, that is my Christmas kitchen. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I do plan on doing a full house tour eventually, but right now I'm just taking my time going room by room. I really like to focus on little details, and personally for me, I love seeing just individual room tours and getting all the details about that. I know not everybody is the same, but for right now, I'm enjoying taking you guys room by room. So if you have any questions about my kitchen, or if there's something that I didn't talk about, please leave a comment below. I try my best to respond to all of your comments. And you can always stop by my blog for more information if you're looking for a source. I have a search bar right at the top, so I'll leave a link in the description below. You can click on that link and search my blog for pretty much everything, and you'll probably find it over there. If not, if you've searched and you just can't find the answer you're looking for, please leave a comment. And if for some reason I'm not responding to a comment, you can always send me an email. I try to check my emails daily. I try. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.